What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending some time with me. Listen. This video is going to start off a little childish, but it's going to get serious pretty quick, so I hope that you stick around for that, okay? Listen. As you know, or maybe you don't know if you're new to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. But I have a daughter, a young daughter. She's 15 months old. And on the weekends, my wife works and I stay home all day with the little one. And sometimes we turn the TV on. She likes Elmo's World, okay? And we don't watch TV all day. I might have it on in the background, but we're outside a lot. We swim every day, and this sort of thing. But honestly, I'm a big kid. I'm a kid at heart. So sometimes in the morning, I sit down on the couch with breakfast with my daughter and I watch Elmo's World. Now, check this out. In every single episode of Elmo's World, Elmo wants to learn more about something, okay? Maybe he wants to learn more about eyes. Maybe he wants to learn more about cameras. Or maybe he wants to learn more about sleep, okay? For example, these are all real examples that I saw in Elmo's World, okay? And so Elmo will say, well, how do I learn more about sleep? Yeah, you're right. Let's go to the sleep channel on TV. And every single episode, Elmo turns on his little TV and he learns about whatever subject he's learning about. And this kind of spoke to me because this is the world that we live in. A lot of people live in. I'm struggling to get out of it myself, but a lot of people live in Elmo's World, where they just get everything from the TV or from Google or whatever, right? So, this is strange to me. The strangest thing to me is, how did the TV gain so much authority in people's life over information? Like, I know that you've been in an argument with somebody and said, Google it then. And whatever Google says, like, that's it, right? So there is this authority in the background. So two people can have this disagreement and then reach out to an external authority and just end the whole thing. But nothing is really learned here, right? Like, you might say, oh, I guess you learn something new every day, but you're not really learning anything by just simply Googling the answers, right? Now, this can help in certain situations, but also it kind of slows down a certain process, the most important process of being human, which is your communication skills, right? You need to learn how to communicate with people in a peaceful, loving, open way. And you can't do that with Google always in the background. If you can just Google it, you will never have to truly explain the reasoning behind your argument, and neither will the other person. There will be almost no logic involved because you know almost nothing about anything because of how reliant we've become on the TV and on Google. And it's just a very mysterious thing, where this authority comes from, And I've pointed my finger in directions recently, right? But what I can tell you is it's like this. This is just like someone who externalizes God. Someone who has externalized God and believes that God is way out there somewhere. You know what I mean? But really, God is within you. And what I mean when I say God is within you, okay? I mean that out there, that information that's on Google, all of this technology, all of that information on the TV comes from the same place, the same source. You understand what I'm saying? So, God is within you. God is not their God. God is your God. My God. You understand what I'm saying? Now check this out. And you'll have to understand this. You'll have to make these little connections for yourself. But there is not everybody. This might make you question some things, right? But not everybody has an internal voice? Do you have an internal voice kind of that you can hear somewhere? You know, your thoughts, they come in a voice. Did you know not everybody has this internal dialogue, the ability to have this internal dialogue? So they have to actually verbalize, they have to speak it out like this, right? But basically, you have this special technology called God, okay? And you can learn so much from this, everything, okay? You don't ever need the TV to learn something, not anything important. There's a distinction between what you need to learn, what you really need to know about the world, and things that you're interested in, all right? Like, all of that stuff you could say is the devil. That's what they would call it. But what I mean, this external source is like this external source that comes bearing knowledge. You see what I'm saying? It comes with this pretense, this false pretense, and all of this information for you that you don't have to learn for yourself. It just hands it to you. You see what I'm saying? But you don't really learn anything. So I struggled with this for a long time. I didn't know how to meditate. And I was just YouTube searching how to meditate and breathing techniques and mantras and all of this, right? Trying to learn how to meditate. And then every time I would sit down to do it, it just wouldn't work. And I would be like, I still don't know how to meditate. Gotta search for more answers. But that's not where the answers come from. The answers come from me, not from their God, from my God. So I have to sit down and I have to meditate. I have to put the practice in, the practical application in to actually learn how meditation works for me. Or in the example with Elmo wanting to learn about sleep. Why would a human being ever need to watch TV to learn more about sleep? When you sleep every single night, you have so much experience in the field of sleep. And whatever you really need to know about sleep, you can figure it out on your own. Question it, talk to somebody about it, and have an honest conversation, right? But you can question it for yourself and learn what sleep is, how it works, how it's beneficial for you. A lot of information isn't beneficial. A lot of information is just nonsense. You're just, you know what I mean? It's all with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? It's so hard to sift through all of the dirt to find the gold sometimes. But the gold is right here, baby. I'm telling you, it's right here. You already have it. You just don't know how to access it, I guess you could say. A lot of us have not been able to do this because we've relied on the TV, because we've relied on the internet for so long. But it's really easy to get it back. You just cut it off. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to leave the video short. Until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.